Near the center of Hurricane Hermine, right before it made landfall Thursday evening in Florida. You know what you're seeing there in the middle of the eye here? This is the eye of the storm where it's pretty quiet, so you wouldn't expect there's going to be any rain there. This is actually birds. Yeah, birds actually showed up in the middle of this hurricane, as they often do. We saw this with Hurricane Arthur a couple years ago. This is a product that shows you how similarly shaped everything is, where you see the red colors, you got a lot of similar things flying around like rain. All this blue stuff here is, you know, a mixture of birds, maybe some feathers flying around. This product shows you what shape things are, okay? And basically when you see these kind of higher colors here, like the purples and the whites, that's when things are more hamburger shaped rather than, you know, vertically shaped. So think about how birds fly. Right? So they're they would appear more hamburger shaped to the radar. That's why they're showing up like that in there. Very, very interesting stuff.
When we have these earthquakes is the birds. We can see this. So what I want to do here, I'm showing you radar here over the last couple of hours. See how it's quiet? This was before the earthquake. Watch behind me as all of a sudden you start to see all of that green. What that actually is the birds taking flight as that earthquake came through. So I'm going to reverse it.
All right, guys. According to our meteorologists, we are being invaded by birds. There's birds flying out from every city across the United States. These are by your professional meteorologists telling us that these are birds taking off. I never heard of a bird flying into a hurricane. Since when do birds fly into the eye of a hurricane? How'd the birds get out in the middle of the ocean? Don't forget they're hamburger-shaped birds.
Staying near the center of her.
All right, guys, welcome into Above Ground World News. A little late trying to get the stream going here. So anyway, yeah, that's your mainstream sock puppets. Anyway, we're going to take a look at this mainstream article. Then we're going to get into another company that wants to control the weather. In fact, they are. So we'll get into that. We'll get into these storms. But here we go. From AccuWeather, blizzard to bombard central U.S. as bombogenesis takes place this week. When did they start warning about this storm? Well, we warned about it 16 days ago. So, yeah, they're a little behind the 8 ball here for this wicked storm. The powerful March storm targeting the central United States is expected to unload heavy snow, blizzard conditions from Colorado to North Dakota at midweek. This same storm is set to spark an outbreak of severe weather and kick up damaging non-thunderstorm winds across the south central states. What does that mean? Damaging non-thunderstorm winds. Huh. That'll make you go, We'll find out what that could be. After the snow spreads and creates slippery travel, I can't take no more of this. Anyway, we're looking at 60 to 80 mile per hour winds, whiteouts, extensive blowing and drifting, road closures, power outages, highways shut down. But we knew this was coming. I mean, this storm is huge. You know, they always want to use these big terms, bombogenesis, and talk about the pressures. And how about all the stuff they don't talk about? How about the companies that are controlling this stuff? You know, if you're new here, we're going to be taking a look at a company that, what is this guy's name? Did I just see that right? Where did I see that? This has to be a stage name or something. Snowski, or however you pronounce it. That's got to be made up for sure. All right, let's take a quick look. Let's get that mainstream article off the channel before it slows us down. Anyway, here we are looking at the IR. It looks like we already have some pretty wicked storms starting to blow up here in southern Texas, parts of New Mexico. All right, let's go ahead. I got to show you this. Here's a new company. I can't remember who sent this to me, but thanks out there. Much love. You know who you are. I'll mention you tomorrow. I just forgot to look at the email again. This company is called the Lifeboat Foundation, Safeguarding Humanity. It's Climate Shield. So let's take a quick look at this overview. We support investigations into climate change such as ClaxWeb program led by our scientific advisory board, Kirk Martinez, which monitors glacier behavior using sensor networks. Or, like the next rads, that could be considered the same thing. So their goals. We propose installing a comprehensive planetary weather and climate control system. We would like to start small with regional rainmaking, tornado dissipation, hurricane steering, and so forth, and move up to the orbiting solar shade screens, reflectors for isolation control, global rain scheduling, and hydrosphere management, sky sweeper nanobots to remove particulates from the air or install them to control planetary albedo. So here is just another company that can make rain to order. Tornado dissipation. They can do the opposite. They can create the tornadoes. Hurricane steering. People think this stuff isn't real. Then why is there so many mega companies out here that can do all this already? And if you go look at some of their programs, man, it's pretty mind-blowing. Hey, thanks out there, Todd. So let's check out some of the things they do, if I can find it. So they have what's called AI Shield to protect against unfriendly AI. So they're already planning for the war between the humans and the bots. They got an asteroid shield, bio shield to protect against bioweapons and pandemics. Info preserver. How about the internet shield? How about the life preserver? This is about aging research and the progress towards treating age-related diseases. So they're already messing with the DNA. They're messing with all kinds of stuff here. Life shield bunkers. Nano shield protects against ecophages and non-replicating nano weapons. Wow. Scientific freedom shield. Space habitats. Biopreserver, climate shield. Com preserver, energy preserver. I mean, just all kinds of stuff here. I'll have to let me put this link in the description. I mean, we can't even go over all this stuff. So I'll be digging. Let me drop this link into the deal here. Paste that in. Yeah, I forgot to paste in all the show links here. Give me a second here, guys. And we will put these all in there. Copy and paste. So here we go. Here's another company, man. And I kind of looked up some of the terms, too. And you look at this leadership in energy and environmental design. So there's a company out here called the Green Building Certification Programs. And you get it here and read all this, what it's all about, who they are. And then I wanted to look up the albedo, which we all know what that is, but if you're new, you probably don't know about this. So the albedo is the measure of the diffuse reflection of solar radiation out of the total solar radiation received by an astronomical body, like maybe the sun or maybe a fake sun, like these space mirrors. Anyway, I was just kind of looking through all this stuff, always wanting to look at some of the different meanings. And when you go down in here and read a lot of this, man, it'll blow your mind, because they're talking about the aircraft and stuff. Let me see if I can find them here. Trees, water, clouds. Okay, the albedo and climate in some areas are affected by artificial clouds, such as those created by contrails or heavy commercial airline traffic. Aerosol effects have both direct and indirect effects on Earth's radiative balance. Effect is generally to cool the planet. The indirect effect, particles act as cloud condensation nuclei, like cloud seeding or ice nucleation. And then they also have what's called directly scatter, that absorb the radiation. The scattering of the radiation causes atmospheric cooling, whereas absorption can cause atmospheric warming. Aerosols modify the properties of the clouds through a subset of aerosol population called cloud condensation nuclei. Hey, thanks there, lead. Black carbon. You can look all this stuff up. I mean, this stuff is all going on. I'm going to go ahead and close these out as we go. So I looked at black carbon and I read through this a little bit, and then it brought me down to, where was that? I wish I would have had more time to get ready, but we'll just do this together. Control technologies. Oh, anyway, we'll get into that later some other time. But what I did look up is the electromagnetic radiation. The EM radiation refers to the waves of the electromagnetic field. Now, these can be, waves from the sun, can be from the ionospheric heaters, could be from the cloud ionizers, from the VLF transmitters, and all these different antenna arrays that we have around the planet. All right, let me go ahead and close all this stuff out here. And we're going to go ahead and jump in to, let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. All right, so let's back this up. So here we are on today. Thanks everybody out there. Meteorologists, they're not going to put their job in jeopardy to show stuff like this. They love their job. They love getting paid real good, reading their little scripts, playing the part. They're all actors for sure. So here we are. This is in the next 18 hours. I got to figure out how to get the timestamp on this. Let me look here if there's. All right, anyway, let's go on up here. So we just got wave and wave of heavy storms, rain. All the yards here in Missouri are already turning into lakes, like the yards. There's just nowhere for the water to go. So this is going to be a big-time flooding issue, which I don't hear them talking a lot about. Of course, they're talking about the winds and the blizzard conditions, but yeah, there's going to definitely be tons of power outages. The sheer wind is going to start knocking trees and poles down because the ground's so soft. It's just going to be able to topple over these trees and the power lines. So anyway, this is what we're going to be looking forward here over the next couple days. Let's go ahead and check the total precipitation amounts, because this is probably going to be off the charts here. So let's go ahead and go forward 6 hours at a time. Look at this right here. We're already getting into the 3 and 4 inches of rain for southern Oklahoma, South Dakota, Colorado, Nebraska border. I mean, we're looking at, 5 inches of moisture so far, 6. Now we could probably look to see how much that calculates into snow. This is basically just the moisture. So we're just going to go ahead and scroll on through this. This is going to be the total amount of moisture that we're going to be getting within the next 16 days. Look at that southern Missouri, man. You're looking at 8 inches, maybe 9. All right, let's go ahead and check the total snowfall amount. It should give us the total snowfall. Yeah, we're definitely going to be hitting some flood. We're probably, a lot of us are probably already in the flood stages. Maybe we could go ahead and look that up here. All right, so you're looking at 21 inches of snow right here at the border of South Dakota, Nebraska. Let's go ahead and go up a little more. This is just the snow. Yeah, so you're definitely looking around 21 inches right here, all the way up into North Dakota. You got like 11 to 12 inches. It looks like the snow is going to pretty much stay over here. Let me just go ahead and keep tracking this forward to see where all this snow is going to end up. Seems like the stream's running pretty good tonight, so hopefully it'll stay. Yeah, so that pass is going to stay pretty good. You're getting a few inches here and there around there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the winds. All right, so what we've seen them do this, man. They cloud seeded through the Bajas. They cloud seeded the Gulf of Mexico, and they cloud seeded up here in Northern California. Now, all three of these systems merges together. So let's kind of take this forward a little bit. And it creates one big low pressure system. This isn't the, this isn't the map I want here. We go here. Like 850 HPAs. That's about as low as I can get it, looks like. That's right around 4,000 foot up. So it's a little bit high, but man, we could see the clouds just screaming across the sky here in Missouri. Yeah, you might need to pause it for a minute and then let the thing. Yeah, that's weird. It shouldn't be blurry. At least the stream's in the green right now. Wow, it looks kind of like an angel or something right there. Angel wings. But then you have the demon face. All right, so the stream is running fine, but the tropical tidbits is kind of struggling right here. So there we go. So the look at this wind field, man. We're talking 80 miles an hour. So when they say from not tornadoes, man, this thing should be able to spin up all kinds of quick tornadoes, like maybe not long track, but super fast, like dust devils and stuff, man. So this is a powerful storm right here. Look at that pressure, 992. 993. What's the lowest pressure here? As far as I can go back. So yeah, mega winds with this for sure, man. So heads up, man, for you guys could get some power outages. So hopefully you guys are all prepared for that. Should always keep some extra food, extra water. Just for this kind of occasion, you know, when they want to mess around with stuff. Man, we can go down to 1,000 HPAs. Actually, we can go all the way down to the surface and check the winds. So let me get this zoomed in here. Let's go ahead and check the wind speeds. Oh, wow. Oh, let me put it on the wind. Sorry about that. So 24 miles an hour right there. We're looking at 37 miles an hour. 47. 47. So this is right at the surface. So just a little bit above this, then you've got the, let's go up to 1,000 feet. Now you're looking at the 54 mile an hour winds. And then here's the 850. So this is where it could be tapping in to the heavy duty winds, 70, 80 mile an hour winds. We got 80. So, yeah, and that's just one part of the storm, we can go ahead and scroll it out and take it forward a little ways. So they really cloud seeded the crap out of this. Hopefully we can get into the worldview map and check that out. All right, that's probably good on this. We put it back on now. All right, let's go ahead and just check a few things here before we jump into the next rads and the worldview and all that. Just want to check the waves. We got that big typhoon getting ready to hit Zimbabwe or whatever that country is over there. We have mega waves hitting Ireland. We're looking at 39, 40-foot waves. Let's go ahead and check the, oh yeah, I needed to check the sea surface temperatures. They're trying to create a El Nino. So we're keeping our eyes on this just to see if this thing heats up. Let's check out the sea surface temperature anomalies. Not yet. Nothing going yet. In fact, it's really cold over here. Like, how'd this cold water get here? So maybe they're heating this up. There's a huge ionospheric heater right here in Peru. Maybe they're heating this up, and it's bringing the cold water up and pushing the warm water over here to try to create the El Nino. I don't know. We'll just see what happens with that. Hey, thanks there, Rhonda. Much love out there. All right, let's go ahead and check the carbon monoxide concentrations at the surface. We're way down from yesterday. Ooh, we got something going on down here. That could be volcanic. That's in the black. So, yeah, we're way down. Still kind of high there in the East Coast. This is pretty much where all the aerosols are being deployed. Hawaii's air is pretty messed up right now. Look over here. Where is that at? That's like Mongolia or something over there. So they got some pretty high spots. Looks like most of the fires are down quite a bit down in Australia. And nothing really coming up out of that cyclone. Let's go ahead and check the carbon dioxide. This is what they're talking about. This is what they're talking about, the air and cooling the planet. I'm telling you right now, our planet is screwed. Like, this is the carbon dioxide at the surface. And you look how light the colors are. I mean, we're way up here on the chart, almost into the light blues. Now, if you just go back a couple of years, let's go back 2016. Look at that temperature difference. Look at the air quality difference. This was just a few years ago, 3 years ago. So they have, you know, along with all the fires that we've had, along with all the volcanoes that have gone off, let's check 2017, the carbon dioxide is enough to send us into an ice age right now. We're in 2017, was checked last year. Here's last year. Look how dark these colors are. You know, it looks like the highest amounts were right there in Europe, the East Coast. Now let's go back to right now. Check this out. Look at that. What the hell happened? So there's such a dramatic change between 2018 and 2019. We're only a couple months into this year, and the planet's already almost in the white, man. It looks like a Venus syndrome's going on. All right, we got another major dust storm coming off the Sahara Desert. This thing, the last time it shot off like this, it made blood rain up in the UK. It also made a blood fog. We had another weird earthquake down there in Florida again today, too. I think that was today. So that's the second one. Both them earthquakes were at fracking operations. So we got something going on right there, man. We got some really high PM 2.5 particulates right there, South Carolina, North Carolina, in that area. So, yeah, maybe we could see something on the Earth now on that. And that's okay. All right, we're done with that. Let's go ahead. Uh-oh, this page isn't even loaded. What the heck? This could be an issue right here. And right where we're seeing the high PM 2.5s, what do we have here? It's a massive spraying operation. They are injecting the storm all the way out here off the coast. This is exactly where the high PM 2.5 particulates is. It's nanoparticles. It's nanoparticles coming out of the back of these jets. Hey, thanks there, Billy. Much love out there. So this is crazy, man. Right where the PM 2.5s is, we know what it's coming from. There's no fire over here. This is all particulates, nanoparticles, nanobots, all being sprayed. We can see them down here. Look at this grit. You know, they're just spraying X's all over the sky. And this is why we have a high amount of particulates. Particulates are classified as a carcinogen. If you were locked in a room with these particulates, you'd probably die in like 15, 20 minutes. That's how bad they are. So they're spraying them out of the back of the planes, out of the back of the drones. Just a huge cloud seeding operation. Looks like we possibly could have a ship. Some ship tracks out here. Let me add that layer if it'll let me. Let's go to the 3.7 microns. And let's just see if that's a ship track. Now, we had a big-time ship operation over in the Pacific yesterday. We haven't seen them over on the West Coast. But, in fact, we'll look over here real quick. Okay, so I'm not seeing any ship operations. Maybe one right here. Let me click the layer to see. It's not loaded. Yeah, so that's not really coming out as any kind of a ship track. Let's see if they're still over here. I'm not seeing them. So there was just a one-day shipping operation out here. 9:15, they start messing with the stream. Like, this is the carbon dioxide at the surface. And you look how light the colors are. I mean, we're way up here on the chart, almost into the light blues. Now, if you just go back a couple of years, let's go back 2016. Look at that temperature difference. Look at the air quality difference. This was just a few years ago, 3 years ago. So they have, you know, along with all the fires that we've had, along with all the volcanoes that have gone off, let's check 2017. The carbon dioxide is enough to send us into an ice age right now. We're in 2017, was checked last year. Here's last year. Look how dark these colors are. You know, it looks like the highest amounts were right there in Europe, the East Coast. Now let's go back to right now. Check this out. Look at that. What the hell happened? So there's such a dramatic change between 2018 and 2019. We're only a couple months into this year, and the planet's already almost in the white, man. It looks like a Venus syndrome's going on. All right, we got another major dust storm coming off the Sahara Desert. This thing, the last time it shot off like this, it made blood rain up in the UK. It also made a blood fog. We had another weird earthquake down there in Florida again today, too. I think that was today. So that's the second one. Both them earthquakes were at fracking operations. So we got something going on right there, man. We got some really high PM 2.5 particulates right there, South Carolina, North Carolina, in that area. So, yeah, maybe we could see something on the Earth now on that. And that's okay. All right, we're done with that. Let's go ahead. Uh-oh, this page isn't even loaded. What the heck? This could be an issue right here. And right where we're seeing the high PM 2.5s, what do we have here? It's a massive spraying operation. They are injecting the storm all the way out here off the coast. This is exactly where the high PM 2.5 particulates is. It's nanoparticles. It's nanoparticles coming out of the back of these jets. Hey, thanks there, Billy. Much love out there. So this is crazy, man. Right where the PM 2.5s is, we know what it's coming from. There's no fire over here. This is all particulates, nanoparticles, nanobots, all being sprayed. We can see them down here. Look at this grit. You know, they're just spraying X's all over the sky. And this is why we have a high amount of particulates. Particulates are classified as a carcinogen. If you were locked in a room with these particulates, you'd probably die in like 15, 20 minutes. That's how bad they are. So they're spraying them out of the back of the planes, out of the back of the drones. Just a huge cloud seeding operation. Looks like we possibly could have a ship. Some ship tracks out here. Let me add that layer if it'll let me. Let's go to the 3.7 microns. And let's just see if that's a ship track. Now, we had a big-time ship operation over in the Pacific yesterday. We haven't seen him over on the West Coast. But, in fact, we'll look over here real quick. Okay, so I'm not seeing any ship operations. Maybe one right here. Let me click the layer and just see. It's not loaded. Yeah, so that's not really coming out as any kind of a ship track. Let's see if they're still over here. I'm not seeing them. So there was just a one-day shipping operation out here dropping the bunker fuel yesterday. Oh, here they are. They're farther over in the Pacific. It looks like a big M or a B. There's actually several. These are the only ones that are really sticking out, but I can see them, man. They're all over. They're just not coming out real good. Let's see if I can click the layer and make them come out a little better. Not really. Okay, so there still is some bunker fuel being released over in the Atlantic. I probably said the Pacific earlier, but wow, we see that huge dust storm too. All right, so let's just go ahead. And we knew yesterday, this is exactly where the cloud seeding operation was. Exact spots. Still seeding the Gulf of Mexico. Still seeding over Mexico. All the way out and across. We can see the electromagnetic energy hitting the aerosols. Man, I might have to mute out. And the West Coast is not really loading for me. There we go. So let's just kind of take a quick look over here. Looks like they're actually chem-free today. So the West Coast is getting a break, but not for long, because it looks like they are already starting out here in the Pacific. All right, we got some bad floods going on down here in South America. Same kind of technology is being used. They're using the electromagnetics to steer this atmospheric river. They've also been cloud seeding down here. So just another weather manipulation program going on down here in Argentina. Wow, look at this dust storm right here, man. That thing has grown humongous. I was trying to see if I could, yeah, wow, that's a huge dust storm. That's probably one of the bigger ones this year. Look how bad it was really blowing right here. So that's just more crap to add up into the air, man. They're out of control. I think they may have lost control of the weather engineering programs. So it looks like France is getting hit and getting RF and microwaves sent their way. Yeah, they're definitely spraying. So we can definitely see all the aircraft trails. It's not water vapor like they claim. It's different mixes. We have the clip of DSI and NASA admitting that they mix different fuels up to make different chemtrails. They admit that the aerosols now are worse this week, this month, than the whole aviation. Since the aviation started, that's how bad these aerosols are right now. And it's on purpose. It's the technocrats, man. They're nuts. And here is our cyclone down here. See if we can get that to load. It's pretty powerful cyclone right there. It's going to be a category 4 here in the next 12 hours. Right now it's a category 3. Yeah, it's just not going to load real good for us here. Stream's running better tonight, though. That's encouraging, because last night it sucked. I tried to go back and listen to it, and they had it like 40 seconds off. So they're definitely trying to make it hard on you guys to listen to these videos. Wow, is Israel getting hit today? We'll see. Let's let it clear up. Well, there is a spraying operation out here. So there's some engineered weather heading for Israel. Look at this. This don't even look, these aren't even normal clouds. Let's click the layer. I mean, I can already see the aircraft trails, but let me try to find the layer, like where they just start. And we should be able to see, try to see if we can see where they actually started this. Look, here's one of them spraying orbs. Oh yeah, 3 planes abreast, man, was laying this stuff. So it looks like Lebanon is definitely getting sprayed. So they're spraying all out here, all the way across. So yeah, so they're definitely getting some man-made rain in Israel. Now it'll be pretty wild to see if they stop this moisture from coming in. So I'm definitely going to be watching that tomorrow. And it looks like we got some fires, or is that the aerosol? It's hard to tell right there. Yes, France getting hit. All right, I think we're done with this. Let's go check the next rads. Yeah, our skies are not normal anymore, man. Whatever they did over the last year, ever since the California fires, man, they changed the weather. I mean, I've been watching this for about 5 years now, and they have definitely affected the weather worldwide. Go ahead and slap on the watches and warnings. Yeah, so look at that, tornado warnings already. Holy crap. Yeah, I thought when I seen that in the IR, them looked pretty wicked. Tons of tornado warnings. About as ready as you can be. Nobody can be ready for the power grid to go all the way down, like for a while. Look at this. That's some military stuff right there. Hold on, let me get this kind of lined up. I want to see what that was. So that's right there in Nevada where we've been seeing all the military operations. There it is. It's this big old fat line right here. Look at this. That could be some kind of new mix. Whoa, that looks like a smoke curtain. Let me get that to load. It looks like they may have dumped a smoke curtain out here over in Nevada. Several of them. And that's not coming up as rain, man. Check it out on the radar. Let me take these watches and warnings off. Right there. That's what that trail turned into. So, yeah, wow. So that's a military. That's not rain, man. That's just a military chemtrail. It looks like we got some really severe weather going over Kansas right now, too. And all the way up into Iowa, there's some pretty severe storms popping off. Let me put them back on just to look. So they just have them as thunderstorms, but they look a little more powerful. So really, we need like 200 frames loaded. Let me see if I can load. Yeah, I need more frames loaded here. Well, at least, all you guys knew this was coming a couple weeks ago, man. We've been watching this storm for a while. We knew it was coming. It was part of the weather plan, and now their weather plan is coming to fruition, man. That is just crazy right there. So look at how they got all these NextRads cranking up, turning them up. That's not from the sun. That's because they have a knob on these things. They have switches. They're trying to slow it down, it looks like. Oh, did you see the military NextRad way up here? Watch right up in here. There it is. Same thing as these down in California. That's a military installation right there. They're hitting it from both sides. And what is this thing? So we got mega things to look at on here. Let me see if I can see what that is. Definitely tons of frequencies down here. So heavy aerosols. So that could just be like heavy aerosols. All right, I want to kind of zoom in on some of these a little bit. Let's go to this one first. You notice how we don't have like regular springs or falls anymore. It just goes directly from summer to winter, from winter to like late spring storms. We're just going to check a few of these. Yeah, that's some severe stuff right there. Let me unzoom this just a little bit so I don't have to keep scrolling around. Hey, welcome in from Cali out there. Let's go ahead and put on the supercell. Whoa, look at that. All right, so look, we got beams coming out of that NextRad. Strong beams. Strong beam coming out of Texas. Pulsing. So we got tons. We need to look at that one, I guess. So I'll keep that one in mind. There was another one I wanted to look at right over this way a little more. Oh, wow. Look at that signature right there. That's a pie shape, man. That's a military. Look, it's doing like the one did up in Oregon. Man, they're completely manipulating the storm. This is the satellite meteorology that we're doing. This is the same as Miles Research Company uses, and the company that I showed you today, the Lifeboard, or whatever the heck that name of that company was. Lifeboat Company. That's the signature of the NEXRADs right there. We got one beaming, tons beaming here. Then you got the militaries. You got the military chaff right here. Look, you can even see the X in there. Look at the lines in that. We got to zoom in on that. That's all these are definitely. Look, there's the one in Northern California. It's never looked like that. So they have these things in full weather mode. Let's go take a look at that one. We got quite a few to look at here. All right, let's get this thing to loop. Yeah, it looks like they're messing right around 9:15. They start messing with the stream. This sucker out. It's the AGWN links down in the thing down there. So let's get this thing to load. Yeah, I don't hardly have any tabs up. Let me see if I can pause that. Oh, there it goes. Stream's coming back. I closed one little thing out, and the stream come back. Yeah, my ears have been ringing for like 2 months now, so. All right, I can already see the microwaves, man. Look at this thing go. Now give it a minute here. Yeah, that thing is doing some strange stuff. Let's put this on the base velocity. Usually this uncensors the data a little bit, but it looks like they're actually censoring it more when I'm zoomed in on it. Probably not there. Yeah, it just keeps buffering, then it stops, and it buffers, and it stops. They're throttling us. Man, that's weird. It's not showing up like it's supposed to be. They are not letting us. Let me go back down to a shorter time frame, see if that helps. Yeah, they're not giving us the full picture. Man, that's bull. Let me see what this one looks like as that's coming in. Nice crowd out there. Wow, look at that. That's man-made weather right there. That's heavy. That's a heavy aerosol cloud. Like one of the thickest ones I've ever seen. The thickest and biggest. We can see the microwave pulse rings, the black right there. Oh, wow. Yeah, mega stuff there. I want to check this one because this one's always in some kind of military mode. Oh, yeah, we had the other one that had the beam, too. Yeah, look, all these microwaves are aimed a certain way. I can see every one of these is aiming a certain direction. Thanks, Sir Casey. Wow. Yeah, all these microwaves are frequencies. Like, watch my mouse right here. They're sending over to the regular weather satellite. So we have military information coming in. Wonder if I can get that to come out a little better. Let me try this one. And I bet if I added more frames, we'll see it sending and receiving both. Yeah, it might be hard for you guys to see these incoming transmissions. They're in a half arc, facing the opposite way of what you'd think they would be. Yeah, so they're definitely communicating. The military radars are communicating with the normal radars. Let me get this back on the base reflectivity. I need to check the one there in Texas also. This is how they steer the atmospheric rivers. We got to go look at the mimic map too. In fact, let me get that loaded while that's loading. I didn't even go over all the other articles, so yeah, we got that one category 4. Yeah, I had a bunch of other stories to go over. We got Brazil floods I was going to go over. Italy has banned unvaccinated children from school. Queensland crops wither in drought as the dams are drying out. Chinese database with breed-ready status of 1.8 million women uncovered by cyber expert. And then you also have the runaway insurance effect due to this extreme weather. All right, let's go ahead and check the mimic here real quick. Man, that's a powerful storm down there. Big time. All right, I want to zoom in on the United States. It's so rare for the atmospheric river to come all the way up into the country. I mean, really rare. And look, it's all the way up into Canada, man. This is being pulled up. The mountains are kind of slowing it down right there. So they're sucking it up from New Mexico. See how they're both hitting in the same spot? Shouldn't be like that at all. They're not pushing the high pressure down here anymore. They're letting it flow right through. So, yeah, completely manipulated right here and here. And we can see the pulse changes that. So, yeah, they're definitely using the radars to affect this atmospheric river. This is how most of the major companies get the rain where they want it. They use ground-based satellite systems to pull this up. You see how it pulls from nothing into that? Look at that. That was a pulse. That's showing up on some of these radars. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see them shooting out from the military, going right into this next rad right here. And you see them little waves coming in. They're really sending a bunch of transmissions to that. Crazy. I've never seen that many in a row. Let's go ahead and check this one. I think this one had a beam on it. Hey, thanks there, Bamboo. Much love. Yeah, thanks everybody out there to the super chat. Thanks everybody out there that sends us stuff to the P.O. box and the PayPal stuff. Hey, thanks there. Who was that? That was Where'd it go? Don. Hey, thanks, Don. Much love out there. Yeah, Troy sent me some of the most badass gloves I've ever seen in my life, man. They're awesome. Thanks, Troy, if you're out there. Two Shot Jack sent me some excellent stuff, too. And among other people, I forgot to bring the stuff up here. I'll call people out tomorrow, thank them. So, yeah, look at this beam going on. Complete manipulation right here. Hey, Terrence, thanks. Yeah, look at this is going to come out probably pretty good on here. Wow, look at that. Yeah, they get over $1 million a year, the meteorologists, for lying. Because they're actors, man. They're overpaid actors is all they are. Learn a couple big words. You know, they don't give anybody the warnings they should, man. They wait till a day or two before. And that's like all the warning you get. All right, let's see here. Is this going to load now? Stream's back in the green, so that's pretty crazy. So the purples here, I'm finding out is the microwave energy. Look at the beam. The beam's solid purple. And you notice the purple's not even on this graph. There is no purple because it usually don't register the microwaves, but here it is. Hey, thanks, Jonathan. So look at that. They're definitely burning. They're probably knocking some birds out of the sky with this. You know, the paid sock puppets are going to call these birds. They're not birds. They're maybe killing the birds. All right, let's go ahead and check. Where is the other weird one? Let's just come up here for the heck of it. That's what I call them, sock puppets. I got some pretty funny memes I need to make up. Yeah, we have microwaves going in every radar that is cranked up right now. They're definitely feeding it with the microwave radiation. Yeah, nice crowd out there tonight, man. Some nights we get some really big crowds. All right, look at that. Yeah, they're definitely pulsing. Look, they're not even hardly turning off. It's just full pulse mode. All right, let's go ahead and go jump into the Ghost 16, see what kind of stuff we'll find on there. You know, the ground is, it's crazy how wet the ground is right now. Never seen nothing like this. This is the first, maybe back in 1993 when they fabricated them storms, maybe. You know, that's the thing people don't realize, man. They don't realize how long this has been going on. It's been going on since the 1800s. All you got to do is go to weather. Here, in fact, let's go there real quick. Let's go to weathermodificationhistory.com and check out the timeline. I mean, this is like crazy how many articles are in this. So let me get down. Where is the timeline? He changed this on me, so I don't know where nothing is. Oh, here it is. Just right up here. We'll just click it. Yeah, me too, man. Definitely can feel the energy. I mean, look at what's going on in the world between the good and the bad. Hey, thanks there, Trinity Red Blue Pill. Much love. Hey, if you're new, thanks for coming in here. And everybody's welcome to come here. Everybody's welcome to share their channels. I mean, we got to get, the more people we have, the better off we'll be, man. We'll be fighting this. What is going on here? I think I'm too yeah, I'm at 175% zoom. That's why everything looks really weird. Here, let's just go to... Where's the timeline? I want the timeline. Here, we'll just go to show all. Maybe cloud seeding. Wow, it's weird. He changes this quite a bit that I can't find anything. Let me just, maybe if I click one, it'll take me to the time. Man, it's so weird. I can't find the actual timeline. I'm clicking it. Okay, these are the timeline entries. Hell, just look at some of these. These are some of the newer ones. Stratospheric controlled. I can't even say that. Oh, the Strato Cruiser. I read on that. Iran accuses Israel of cloud theft. Hart readies for the busiest research season since U.S. Air Force acquired in 2015. Anyway, I wanted to go to the timeline. I don't know what I'm hitting wrong here. Oh, here we go. All right, I meant to talk to Jim about that. That was kind of hard to find. Look at this. We can go to the 1800s to 1930. Here, check this out. Producing rain in 1891, Salt Lake City, Utah. Saturday, August 11th, 1981. The government is going to make an extensive experiment in producing rain to order, and balloons for the purpose are now in course of construction near here. There is but one balloon farm in the world. I can't really read it. It's too little, but look, they were producing rain to order in 1891 using balloons. Isn't that crazy? And people deny it when you have all this evidence of it, man. I mean, this is just crazy. Look at all this stuff. So far in 1891, they were using balloons. Here's another one. This is how they did it. Look at that, blowing things up. Look, electric rain. When was this? This is out of Thursday, December 31st, 1918, electric rain. In Australia, experiments are being carried out down under with an electrical plant to make rain. According to a Sydney newspaper, careful research showed the inventor, Mr. Bally, that in the fine weather there was a charge of positive electricity in the higher regions of the air, and that when it rained negatively, electricity pre-denominated. Man, I can't read tonight. Anyway, man, that just shows you 1918. It's going on forever. I forgot to load this stuff. All right, let me click that. We'll click this. Watching on Facebook and Twitter. Welcome in. Get up here. Welcome in. Mind for Knowledge. Mia. Access through Christ. Fast Pace. TK Smith. Shilliness. Jonathan. Florida Sky Watcher. Janin. Ryan in North Carolina. Gold Hair. I want to learn energy transfers. Polymer. Amy Holly. Lizette. Natural Born Rebel. Sue 82. Bamboo Soldier. The Ask Mama Channel. Deb Frank. Alfred Phillips, Jeannie K, Bitter Still, Alfred, St. James, Laura Little, Strawberry Skies, Rob S. Lead, Jax Knight, LB, Truth Seeker, Mad Jeeper, Ron Fry, Vicky Carroll, Radical Ralph. What's up, brother? Awakened Piss, JG, AB Holly, Mario Cap. Where are we at here? I lost track here. Terrence, welcome in. All right, so let's see if this is loaded yet. Oh, it's not on the cirrus clouds. What? Well, we're working on that. We're trying to change. We have to get people that have no clue this is going on and let them know it's going on, man. Because that's a big part of the battle. If you don't have enough people to protest it or to stop it, it's just going to be a waste of time. That's why we have to rant. We need like the planetary 5 billion man march or something. Wow, look at the aerosols. And Julie Reese. Yeah, I mean, in like with the pressures, you know, when they're hitting these pressures, when they're creating the low pressures, they're steering. And what I found out, that Miles Research Company that steered the atmospheric river to put the fires out in Tasmania, he did an interview with Jim Lee, and he was talking about how they target the high pressure systems, and they basically break a chunk off it and turn it into a low pressure system. And when you get these really low pressures, you're going to find out that, like, if you got arthritis and stuff, or you suffer from migraines, man, it's going to make them hurt way worse. So if you're feeling really strange, it's because of what they're doing, on top of the chemtrails affecting us, on top of all the microwave radiation that they're hitting the skies with. Look at that spraying operation right there, right there, right there. I mean, look at these guys, man. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and jump in real close on some of these. This is evidence of cloud seeding operations. They're not water vapor. You know, the temperatures, they say that contrails form when it's like 40 degrees below. Hey, when we had our last cold spell, it was like minus 90, minus 70 in some parts of the northern states. When everybody was driving around their car, did they create a chemtrail? Did it follow them around the city? No. That's because that's all a fabricated lie. This is all man-made aerosols right here. Look at all them. Over here, right here too, look at, they dropped kind of like a bomb right there of sprays. Yeah, Florida got pounded. Georgia pounded. Now let's just go over just a little bit and see what they're doing right here. Unless that's the one I was just on. That's the one I was just on. I need to go over a little more. Yeah, I got arthritis in my back real bad, so I can always tell I got bad sinus headaches. Like, I'm real sensitive to the EMF and all this stuff. Like, I can tell they're spraying before I even get out of bed because I'll have a massive headache. Look at that thick stuff. And up there in Louisiana, Florida, Mississippi. So, wow, major spraying operation here in the Gulf of Mexico. This is what's feeding this up. Look, there's 4 planes flying side by side by side. That's military. These are the military up here. These are drones. I mean, look at them heavy ones. And we found that these are all ran by an AI program. The program is telling them when to shut them off, when to turn them on. There's like, it's a total global weather. I call it the weather plan. You know, there's tons of like over on Facebook, there's tons of groups out there that are putting up big road signs up. You know, I think Geoengineering Watch has got one or two of the big road signs up about it. Look at all that spraying. Other places are doing it too. And then you got tons of protests, tons of people, you know, doing rallies and stuff. I just can't cover all that. You kind of got to go into your groups around your neighborhood and look them up. Yeah, you don't want to even get me started on there is no satellites and all that stuff, because I'll just blow it out of the water. All right, so we can't see a whole lot there. Let's go ahead and see if we could pick that thing up over here in Nevada. Hey, thanks there, Drone Wolf Media. Much love out there. Thanks, everybody out there. Wow, does that look normal? Yeah, look, there's that spray that showed up on the radar. Look at that. Look how thick this spray is. Look, there's 1X and then super heavy sprays. Look, it turned into that cloud that showed up on the radar. So they like fed something into the storm. That's military. So they're busted right here. I'm trying to see what it does. It eats away the clouds right there. That was like a rain retardant spray. Let's go up just a little higher, see what we catch up here. Yeah, the magnetic poles shift all the time. I mean, the magnetic poles isn't going to really affect us a whole lot, other than maybe flights and stuff like that, because you got to change the runway headings. In astronomy, it kind of messes it up a little bit. But I don't know that we're in for a actual pole shift. I mean, we could be, but out of there. But yeah, spraying operation right there, going right into the storm. We'll see what it looks like up over here in like Pennsylvania and stuff. Hey, thanks there, Anna. You know, I didn't ask to do this. I mean, I was just kind of led to doing this, just listening to the hints. So really not a... The spraying's way over here, so I can't really see a whole lot there. Yeah, they are, man. You got to look up, you know, like there's a huge... I showed the article last night where they want to get the population down, man. That's one of their main goals. They're saying, even though the birth rates are down, that's all on purpose too. But they want to get the population down because the earth can't sustain that many people. They can't grow that much food for that many people. So there's always going to be a depopulation program going on around the world. I mean, they brag about how many people they kill. They brag about the diseases they create. I mean, that's the sad truth right there. That's what we're actually fighting, evil. That think they're better than all of us peasants, you know. We're just peasants, slaves in a slave system. All right, so yeah, it looks like the main spraying operations are all down in the Gulf of Mexico, Nevada, California. And we'll check here on the east. We'll check North Carolina, South Carolina here, see what they're getting. Georgia. Oh, yeah, everybody's getting waxed over here. Look at that crap. Georgia's pounded. South Carolina pounded. North Carolina. Georgia. Tennessee. Kentucky. Pennsylvania. West Virginia. Everybody over on the East Coast is getting slammed hard with toxic chemicals. Nighttime spraying. So there we go. All right, guys. I think we're going to call this a night. The stream held up a lot better tonight, so that's good. Anyway, guys, much love out there. Thanks for joining us. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Anyway, we're going to hit the exit screen. We always do. I'll come join you in chat for a minute. Make sure you subscribe to the backup channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Weiss channel. And here we go. Let's rock out. Let's rise. Time to rise. Here we go.